Student. Now I give lecture on generation of high direct current voltages. This is the last subtopic comes under generation of high direct current voltages, regulation of DC voltages. In this topic we studied about series and shunt type voltage regulator, series DC voltage regulator, then degenerative feedback system of voltage regulation. First, regulation of DC voltages. The output voltage of the DC source, whether it is a rectifier or any other machine, the changes with the load current as well as with the input voltage variations. Suppose to maintain a constant voltage at the load terminals, it is essential to have a regulator circuit which correct the variation in voltage in the power system. It is essential to keep the change in voltage between plus or minus 0.1 percentage to plus or minus 0.001 percentage depending on the applications. A DC voltage regulator consists of deducting elements which sense the change in voltage from the desired value and controlling elements activated by the detector in such a manner as to correct the changes. There are two types of regulators. One is series type, another one is shunt or parallel type. Now you see the circuit diagram. Figure 1A represents the series type voltage regulator. Another name is series type voltage stabilizer. The figure 1B represents the shunt type or parallel type voltage regulators or voltage stabilizers. So what is the difference between series type and shunt type voltage regulators? You see the series type, input is EI, that is the input voltage, and then VC is the voltage across the circuit, and then the C and D both are connected in series. The output voltage is E0. This is series type. But in shunt type, EA is the input, E0 is the output, but impedance Z is connected in series with the input and the C and D are connected the parallel. This is the difference between the series type and shunt type voltage regulators. Now we studied about the regulation of DC voltages, that is the series type. The del E0 is the change in voltage in E0 as a result of change of the input voltage del EI in EI. Then the stabilization ratio is equal to, the numerator is del EI divided by EI, the denominator is del E0 divided by E0. Finally S equal to del EI divided by del E0 into E0 divided by EI. The second parameter is R0. The R0 is nothing but the effective internal resistance of the regulator, which is shown in the figure also. So the R0 is equal to, normally R is equal to what? V by I only. So the R0 is equal to del E0 divided by del I0, where del E0 is the change in output voltage caused due to change in the load current del I0 with the input voltage remaining constant. The R0 is introduced to define completely the functional performance of a regulator. The regulation R is defined as R is equal to normally V by I only, but the regulation. So therefore del E0 divided by E0 is the numerator part, denominator part del I0 divided by I0. Finally R equal to R0 divided by RL. So the RL is the load resistance, R0 is the internal effective resistance. Now we studied about the series type DC regulator and degenerative feedback system of voltage regulation, which are shown in figures 2A and 2B. First series DC voltage regulator. Now we see the diagram before study the theory part. This is the series DC voltage regulator circuit diagram. Series DC voltage regulator circuit consists of V1, that is series regulating tube. V3 is the reference tube. V2 is the sensing and amplifying tube, 3 tubes. R3, R4, R5 is the output potential divider. R1 is the grid control resistance for tube 1. R6 is the input fluctuation correction resistance. E0 is the output. EA is the input. Okay. So the circuit consists of V1, V2, V3. 3 tubes and then R1, R2 and then R3, R4, R5, R6 only. Okay. That's the resistance only. Now we studied about the theory of series DC voltage regulator. In series DC voltage regulator, the gas tube V3 provides the reference voltage which keeps the potential of the cathode of the tube V2 constant. When the output voltage E0 changes, the current through the divider R2, R4 and R5 changes. Hence, the bias voltage of the tube V2 with respect to its cathode changes in the opposite manner. I already told here we are using the rectifier tube V1, V2, V3. The rectifier tube consists of what? Filament transformer, cathode, anode. The grid potential of V1 is altered to oppose the variation in the output voltage E0. The voltage drop across the tube V1 reduces if the output voltages decreases and vice versa. The resistance R6 with R5 provides a voltage input to the DC amplifier, that is detector, in proportion to fluctuation in the input voltage as to reduce the effect of these variations in the output voltage. So this is the theory explanation of series DC voltage regulator. Okay. Then we studied about the degenerative feedback system of voltage regulation. It is a convenient method for regulating high DC voltages. We are using the degenerative feedback system of voltage regulation, which is shown in the figure 5b. The fluctuations in the output voltage are measured by a detecting device, amplified by a DC amplifier and fed back into the high voltage set so as to correct for the original fluctuations. The detecting devices in the degenerative feedback system is the potential divider of ratio beta is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2. The amplifier is directly coupled and the difference in potential between the tapping on the divider and the amplifier grid voltage is made up of by the battery voltage capital V. Now you see the circuit diagram, degenerative feedback system of voltage regulation. The circuit consists of R1, R2 potential divider, capital A is the DC amplifier and then Ri is the internal resistance of the control source, that is the high voltage set. E0 is the output which is taken across the load. The output voltage E0 is given by E0 is equal to N into EI minus IL into Ri minus AE as per the circuit diagram, where N is the ratio between the output voltage of the high voltage set and main supply voltage EI, that is the input voltage. IL is the load current, Ri is the internal resistance of the high voltage set. Capital A be the gain of the feedback amplifier. Small e is the amplifier input voltage. Suppose since the E is equal to, that is the amplifier input voltage equal to beta E naught minus V. This value is substituted in the above equation. Finally, we get E naught is equal to N into EI minus ILRI minus A into beta E naught minus V. Now you can multiply the A. So the E naught is equal to NEI minus ILRI minus A beta E naught minus into minus plus, therefore AV. Then E naught equal to 1 plus A beta. That means the common E naught common terms. Okay. So the previous equation, the minus AB E naught comes the left hand side. So therefore you take outside E naught 1 plus A beta, that is equal to NEI plus AV minus ILRI. Now the output voltage E naught equal to NEI divided by 1 plus A beta plus AV divided by 1 plus A beta minus ILRI divided by 1 plus A beta. For large value of A compared to other two terms, therefore E naught equal to AV divided by 1 plus A beta, which is nearly equal to V beta only. Therefore that stabilization ratio S equal to, the numerator part is del EI divided by EI. The denominator is del E naught divided by E naught. Okay. So therefore 1 plus A beta only. This is the stabilization ratio. In practice, the value of A beta, okay, the order is 1000 for common. For a given value of A, so A is nothing but the amplifier gain. The stabilization ratio S can be increased by making beta as large as possible. Beta is the ratio of potential divider. The stability is to about 2 parts in the 10 to the power 4 in high voltage are easily obtained by this method, that is degenerative feedback system method, if the load changes are kept small. Students, in this lecture video, we understand the introduction about regulation of DC voltages and series type and shunt type voltage regulator, then series DC voltage regulator, at last regenerative, that is the degenerative feedback system of voltage regulation. So thank you students for listening this class.